On July 27, 2021, a rocket engine fired in space, and the combustion wasn't a flame. That single flight, documented by Goto, Matsuoka, and Matsuyama at JAXA, crossed a line 60 years in the making. Modeling suggests that on a Falcon 9 class vehicle, the efficiency gains could translate to roughly 3,800 additional kilograms to orbit per launch if the technology scales as projected. Every conventional rocket engine ever flown burns fuel the same way, a steady subsonic flame at roughly constant pressure. A rotating detonation engine works differently. Propellants inject into a narrow annular gap, and a supersonic detonation wave laps the chamber continuously, compressing and burning propellant in microseconds at near constant volume. The S-520-31's telemetry confirmed stable detonation in vacuum, a watershed moment that proved RDE hardware could survive launch vibration and operate in microgravity, producing 500 newtons of thrust for 6 seconds. Then, in 2023, NASA's Marshall Space Flight Center fired a 3D printed rotating detonation engine for 251 seconds at 5,800 pounds of thrust, a significant endurance milestone for the technology. That same year, Benowitz and colleagues at AFRL published in Nature Scientific Reports measured combustion efficiencies above 94% at rocket-relevant chamber pressures, a reproducible baseline the field had been missing. Venus Aerospace, a Houston startup, has been developing a flight-weight RDRE and conducted atmospheric testbed flights in 2025, with follow-on tests reportedly scheduled through 2026. The catch is timeline. Current technology readiness sits at TRL 5 to 6, component validation, not operational hardware. Operational deployment is projected for 2028 to 2030, and that window may be the critical period for investment and development. While the U.S. effort remains split across AFRL, NASA, DARPA, and a handful of startups, a 2020 AIAA review documented a Chinese state-coordinated program with at least 18 institutional players, a contrast in organizational approach that analysts consider strategically significant. Whether RDRE-powered upper stages could become standard by the early 2030s depends on whether the fragmented U.S. program consolidates before that window closes. Follow developments at KPsphere.com and subscribe so you don't miss what comes next.